Hello, hello. We are live. Hey now. You know we have to start with our Life Ignited music. If you don't know, now you know. A Life Ignited. I'm Rhonda Kinard, your Ignited self-care strategist and life coach, here with another Ignited message. Hey, I don't know why that's so choppy today. All right, come on in, guys. Come on in, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Ignited friends, fans, and followers, come on in. La da 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 da. Hey, hey. Throw your jeans in the air. Woo! Like you just don't care. Woo! Hey, 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 hey. A life ignited. Yes, yes. Welcome, welcome. That is my anthem, you guys, A Life Ignited. So, welcome to this live presentation. If you are catching the replay, hey, how are you? And I'm so glad you're here. Today, we have yet more good dialogue. And the goal of me coming on doing these videos is that I want to see you moving the needle in your life. Like, I want to see you moving towards your goals, right? Moving towards all that you desire, deserve, and crave in life. If you want something physical, I want to see you getting to that point. If it's health and wellness, if it's a body goal, if it's, I need to release weight, I need to get my blood pressure down. The doctor said, there are things I have to do to avoid this complication in life or with my health, then I want to see you making steps to accomplish those things. If you are an entrepreneur, a better employee, I want to see you do the things you want to do in life and do them well. And what I can tell you, after 25 years in, being a mom and an entrepreneur and working in corporate America, okay, I have a 15-year-old and a 12-year-old. Oh my gosh. And my 12-year-old will be 13 in like 2 months. So I'm going to have two teenagers. Okay. I'm going to pull my hair out. But I want to see you guys, despite any challenges or obstacles or difficult seasons that come your way, storms that are hovering, that you're in right now, that have passed, or a storm you see brewing that's coming your way, and you know this umbrella you got ain't going to save you, right? I want to see you still soar and shine and get through and manage to walk out of those situations great and better than you were before you walked in. So that's my role when I come on these videos. This and any platform you see me in, whether you see me live speaking somewhere, you see me doing a book signing on my Life Ignited Facebook page, which I suggest you go to now and follow. Go ahead and follow A Life Ignited on Facebook, because I have a lot of content there, as well as my blog posts and more videos just like this. Okay, but let's jump right in. So first, I want to thank you for being here. And as you pop in, please chat. Let me know you're here. Say, hey, Rhonda, what's going on? What's up? Right? Let me know you're here, and let me know where you're tuning in from. I'm always curious to know where people are tuning in from. And that also lets me know the times I should be doing this. Like if I'm in the New York, Philly area, but if you're coming in from Texas or California, maybe I change the time so that it's not, early in the morning for you or something like that. So, yeah, so today is going to be awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, ignited friends. Yes, today we're going to be talking about something we don't talk about very often, but it's necessary. It's necessary and it's integral and it's critical to our ability to move through life great, to move through life ready to receive the things that are going to make us great and allow us to grow. And those things, those keys to our next best level are forgiveness. Yeah, I said that word. And grace. Forgiveness and grace. sound the same, but very, very different. Okay. So, forgiveness. What is forgiveness? Forgiveness is your ability to cease to feel resentment against somebody or something or some group of people. That is forgiveness. Now, a lot of us, this is why we don't talk about forgiveness, because a lot of us don't like to talk about forgiveness because we think forgiveness is losing. We've associated with forgiving people with letting them off the hook or getting us, right? And we don't want to feel like we got. I forget what movie I heard that from, right? But we don't want to feel like someone got us or took advantage of us. And somehow we've connected forgiveness to the person getting us, when actually forgiveness has nothing to do with the other person and everything to do with you simply saying, I'm going to cease to feel resentment against this person, this thing, this group of people, because I need to free up that space in my heart, in my mind where that junk is brewing. I need to free it up. I need to get it, let it go, right? I need to let it go so that I can pick up and receive that new thing that's for me, that's going to allow me to move closer to my goals and my desires, that's going to be there to enhance me, to love me more, to serve me more, to care for me more, right? But as long as I've got a space that I've allowed resentment to take up real estate in, right in my heart, right? That resentment's got some real estate up here, right? I can never think clearly. I can never allow myself to understand the potential of all the possibilities when I'm always in the back of my mind. I got this resentment. I'm so mad that time Rhonda did this thing, right? And what happens? It becomes that resentment actually becomes outward expressions of anger and frustration with people who are like, what is wrong with you? Right? I've worked with women uh, on boards who are like, well, we act this way because on the last board, this, that, and the third now has become baggage. I'm carrying it. Wait, I'm carrying it. I'm carrying my baggage from the last time the ladies were not nice and we didn't work together as a team. Okay. Well, now you have new ladies in the new team, right? Or you're in a new relationship and this is a new boyfriend or a new husband, right? But they're still paying for what the old husband did. Got to help you carry your bag. Come on, bags, come on, right? Cannot move forward as quickly as we could, as effectively as we could, as amazing as we could, because we got to carry the baggage from the last thing that happened where the new person wasn't even a part of it, right? So when you not only when you do not forgive, when you're unforgiving, not only do you cease to feel resentment, right? You let resentment take up real estate here and here, and for many people it's physical too. A lot of people gain weight because people are stressing them out, or overeating or eating the wrong things and having high blood pressure and hypertension. Look, now I'm preaching to myself now because I had to battle that very thing, hypertension and high blood pressure, because of what I was eating, right? And it was a lot of holding on to things that had happened at work and with friends and in my relationship, and it's not healthy. And it keeps you stuck and stagnant, and you can't move forward in abundance and growth when you don't forgive. So you have to let things go. Also, when you don't forgive, not only do you stay stuck, but in many times you hold yourself back. Ugh, it's like, imagine if I had like straps here, right? And this is a lack of forgiveness. Right? Right? Lack of forgiveness holds you back. Not only does it keep you stuck, but it pushes you back even further. And I can think about where I used to work when I worked in corporate America. I worked for a financial software company and I was in that industry for over 21 years. And there was a woman I worked with, and a great woman. Her name was, we're going to say Sassy. Her name was Sassy. And she was fantastic. She was quirky and had some things about her. But when you peel back the onion, she was fantastic. But a lot of people don't want to peel back the onion, right? In this day and age, people are like, look, if I don't like you on the surface, right, I'm not going to deal with you, right? They don't want to peel back and get to know you. And I had known her for years. Actually, she was someone I knew when I got my very first job working for SunGuard Trading and Risk Systems when I was an intern in college. So we just had history and I loved her. But she was, could be a piece of work. Yeah. Okay. She could be a piece of work. So review time came. And this particular year, the management decided instead of just having your review happen and just your manager uh, do the review, we're actually going to have we're going to have this random sample set of your colleagues and coworkers say something about you, and that will influence your review. So this particular year, her manager went out, found some random people. Now, Stephanie in her mind, sassy Stephanie in her mind had always, worked well with people and was super helpful, and she was. But some people didn't see it that way. So when a review came, four people said something, and one said something okay. Someone else said something okay. They weren't great. They were just average. And then two people kind of gave her confidential. She didn't know who said it. Honey, she was mad at everybody. Okay. And that anger, right? Resentment. Now it's taking up real estate, right? In my head, in my heart, right? I'm mad at everybody. It affected her work. It affected her ability to work well with others. It impacted her leadership style. And then for a moment in time, while she was mad at everybody, she became that employee that's like, I'm just going to do my job and leave. Like, because now I'm mad at everybody, right? So, not having the ability to let go and relinquish feelings, right? And forgive keeps us back and many times pushes us this way, right? So forgiveness is necessary if you want to move to the next level, a new season in your life. Number one, there are going to be people who are going to do things to you and disrespect you and not say the right thing and not do the right thing and steal from you and mind, body, and spirit steal your joy, steal your money, steal your hopes and dreams if you let them. That's a whole nother video. But people will come for you in those ways. That's real. That is real talk. People will come for you in those ways. And it comes down to you being able to let go for you, not for them. It's not, well, I'm not going to let them get away with it. No, 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 no. It's for you because you need to be free to catch your blessings, to catch your next best thing, to catch your abundance, to get your good health and your good life and your new man and your new friends and your new possibilities and your new potential. And you can't do that worrying about what that person did and I'm going to hold on to it. Let it go. Let it go in this moment. I want you to think about something you're holding on to. Let it go. Let it go. It's not good. You can't be creative when you're mad. You can't be successful and working your fullest potential when you're angry. And the person you're mad about, they don't went on with their lives. They've moved on. They're happy go lucky today. You sitting here working to you know 3/4 of your potential, right? They done went on. And this part here, you consumed by what they said and did, and they done moved on. So no, that is not your story today. Forgive and let go for you, for the purpose that's been placed on your life, for the passion you have for what you want to do, for all that you know you desire, deserve, and crave. Let it go so that you can move forward in excellence towards your next best level and new season. Forgiveness is for you. Grace. Ooh, baby. Now, this is the tough one. This is the tough one. Grace is pardon. And this is for them. Now, I know that you may be thinking, oh, heck to the no. Mm-mm. Nope, nope. You tried to come for me. No, I'm not going to forgive you. Oh, no, they did this. I'm not going to forgive it. Mm-mm. Grace is a requirement. See, that's the thing about growth and abundance and next levels. When you want next levels and you want new seasons, you've got to be willing to do those things that you haven't done before. You've got to be willing to think differently and be differently and accept new things and concepts and ways of going about creating an environment and positioning yourself for greatness. And grace is one of those things that you need to begin to practice. Grace allows you to excuse and pardon. Think about that for a quick second. Grace is the ability to pardon and excuse people for their behavior because they may not know what they've done, or or they're only giving you all that they have. Maybe the reason they're not supporting you the way you feel like you should be supported is because they don't know what support looks like. Did it ever occur to you that maybe they've never been supported? That relative that came into your house and stole birthday cards with money in them. Oh, I'm sorry, this is my life now. Um, has a sickness. She didn't just come into my house and steal. She has a sickness and she's been dishonest and untrustworthy for a long time. And while I do not like for people to come into my home and take things that do not belong to them when I trusted you to be in my personal space, I understand that you're sick. And I'm going to extend grace to you and empathy because, man, I can't imagine going through life so sick and so broken that I feel the only way to have anything is to steal from people that love me and trust me. I'm going to extend grace. I'm going to forgive you because I don't want to feel like I'm never going to let other people into my home because that would hinder me and my relationships. But I'm going to extend grace to you because you're sick. And I don't understand that sickness, but I'm going to understand that you have it. I'm going to let it go. I had a friend who we were very close. She's in my wedding. She was my maid. Oh no, she wasn't my maid of honor. She was very close in the wedding. Very, very close friend in my wedding. And as I, got married and began to have children, our relationship changed. And when I had my daughter, she totally found herself just not in my life. Like she made the choice to not be a part of my life any longer. Um, and she didn't tell me this, but ultimately I realized that she'd made the choice not to be in my life any longer. 10 years passed. 10 years. And I'm driving in my car, ironically, to go meet a friend for a lunch at a nearby yummy restaurant. And phone rings. I look, and it's her. And I still had her contact. I had my same phone number literally for like 17 years. So I see her name. I pick up the phone. I'm like, hey, girl, what's up? And she's like, hi. Oh my God. And she says her name. It's Teresa. I said, I know who it is. What's going on? She's like, oh my God, I'm just surprised you're talking to me like this. I'm like what? Oh no, I thought you wouldn't even pick up the phone. And I'm like, why wouldn't I pick up the phone? And she's like, because I was just so awful to you and I'm so sorry. And she goes into this 2-minute thing and I kind of let her do it because I feel like that's why she called. She needed that release, right? She needed that release. So I let her release, and she's so sorry. It was just so hard to see you having children and your family, and she couldn't have children. And she found that out after she tried to start having children with her husband. Um, and, she's saying all these things. Honestly, I was really excited to hear her voice. It had been a really long time, and we had said, I've I don't have any issues with you. I've been have forgiveness, and you're still my girl and I love you. And she was so taken aback. She was ready, I commend her. She was ready for the back and forth she thought would happen, but it didn't happen. Actually, I had forgiven her because I understood why she walked off. I knew that she was trying to have children. It wasn't happening. She was in transition with work and things. It was crazy. And to be around people who kind of were living her dream, it was a little difficult. So she distanced herself, blinked one day, and it literally was 10 years later. And I accepted that. I accepted it because there's has to be empathy there in relationships. I accepted it because I needed to move on and make space for new friends and new opportunities for me to love and grow with other women who would be supportive and wouldn't walk away. But it was just what needed to happen. And I also, again, grace. I didn't have that situation. Thank God I was able to, say I want to get pregnant and blink, and I was pregnant, and then say, "Ooh," to my husband, "Ooh, you ready?" And he's like, "Yeah, let's have another one." And we blinked, and well, we did more than blink, but you know what I'm saying. We blinked, and we were pregnant again. So, my heart went out to her not being able to have that type of experience in her journey of wanting to be a mother. And I wasn't going to hold that against her, because at the end of the day, her actions didn't impact my life in the sense that, like, my life stopped because of her actions. It went on, but it went on fully because of forgiveness and grace. And so today, I want you to think about forgiveness and grace and how you can extend it to others for the purpose of moving your life forward. Okay. Letting go of that, ooh, baggage. I got to let this go. Whew. Oh, that feels so much better. Oh, I'm not so heavy. Woo, yes. And now I can catch that amazing thing that's for me, that has been positioned over my life. God's about to throw me a blessing. And now I can catch it because I'm not sitting here holding on to this bad thing from 10 years ago. I can catch it, right? It's going to be big and amazing, and I can catch it because I don't have this bag. Oh, wait. And then God tries to throw a blessing at me, and it hits me on my forehead and lands on the floor and gets intercepted by the other team. Oh, hello. Hello there. Oh, excuse me. Why? Get myself excited here and nose is running. You understand what I'm saying? You've got to be ready to catch that thing, and you can't catch it like this. You can't catch it when you're so busy consumed on this, you didn't even see the blessing because I'm mad about this thing, right? My feelings are hurt. This here, right? Good man walks right past you because nope, I'm mad at this guy. All men do this. I'm mad. It's in my heart now. It's in my mind. I've convinced myself, right? Then the good thing comes smack in your face and you don't even recognize it. And guess what? The next woman gets them. Or the next person who was looking for a good employee, the next company gets them. Or the next board gets that great leader. Okay? Don't block your blessing because of lack of forgiveness and grace. And I want to leave you with this because this is important. I want you to think about a time in your life where you needed forgiveness and grace. And if someone extended that to you, boy, did it feel good to know that someone didn't hold you captive to a mistake or something you did, or make you feel shamed, shameful and guilt for years and years to come. It's not okay to stay there, and it's not okay to grow as you go through difficulties. It's okay because you're human. You're human. So the next time you're in a situation where you need to extend grace, think about a time that someone extended grace to you and how good that felt and how you needed it and how that really helped you get up. If no one's ever extended grace to you, think about how much you needed someone to forgive and extend grace. And then you do the very thing that you wish somebody had done for you. You be the change you wished you'd had. Be the change you wish to see. So I want you to move forward after this video, understanding the power of forgiveness and grace, not just for you, but for others. It's not always easy. No one said that these things are easy. They're not supposed to be. Sometimes they're very difficult and uncomfortable. but next best levels and new seasons happen out of those difficult, tough moments in your life. So be the bigger person by forgiving and extending grace. Let go. Let go. Take that thing, throw that thing, get it out of your mind, your body, and your spirit so that you can be positioned for new seasons and next levels in life. Be motivated, be inspired, continue to be a life ignited.